Alright. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Learn Dota 2 week. The Learn Dota 2 week. It is now week 2. It is week 2 of our great experiment here.
Sure is, all new games.
Yep, this is the first of the new games. It's Backdoor Boys and Radiant Straits, who is once again on the dire.
Yep.
Tragic.
I'm Nani. With us is Randy.
Hello.
And Ocelot.
Yeah, it's me. Ethically sourced Ocelot.
What's so ethic about it?
You're not allowed to know.
I hope not. So, first ban here, we got a Coddle ban. Just straight up, do not want to see that guy, and I don't blame them. I don't want to see Coddle either. I think he's annoying.
Wow.
Dire team back.
You want to talk about a hero that gets under me grits real quick? It's Coddle is definitely on that list.
Lion, pretty common pick at this tourney so far.
Yep, notably, I believe Radiant Straits brought Lion to their matches last time, so they must have been watching. Visage ban, now that's a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, that's a band that you don't really see commonly unless they've got something planned or they don't want something to mess up what a hero can do. They're planning on picking.
You think
Could be respect.
It could be respect. I was talking with one of the team's captains in between the last game set and now, and one of the things he mentioned is that respect bans are almost like a time-honored tradition in this tournament. There goes Windrunner. Time-honored tradition at this tournament. So you're going to see a few more respect bans than usual. For example, I can tell you almost for a fact that Windrunner ban is probably a respect ban.
Yeah, potentially. I mean, Windrunner is also a hero that messes up a bunch of mid laners.
10 seconds.
And I'm not just saying
fellas,
that. I'm not just
what
saying
do
that
you-
because I literally was told that was going to be a respect ban or
Oh,
anything.
yeah. No, yeah, of
What do you
course.
think the over-under is? We're going to see a power carry pick within the first two on either team. I feel like they're bold enough for it.
An early carry, I feel like it would be a little surprising. We got an early Shadow Shaman though, that's certainly
Getting an
certainly good.
early carry pick, though, I find really pressures the enemy team into either depending on making their carry pick known so that they can then try and pick around it, or to have a knee-jerk counter pick and try to capitalize on that.
right.
See, but Radiant Straits, they have a core player who likes playing these big money, like extremely late game cores. It's a little dangerous to pick those early.
That's true. That's true.
On the other hand, Backdoor Boys, the last time they were in the game, they were picking their position 3, not only in the first lot of picks, actually first overall. So they might
Yep.
be doing it if either of these teams is.
Radiant team pick.
Got a Grimstroke.
Oh, I like seeing Grimstroke. One of my favorites.
Yeah,
Pretty
last
common.
time you weren't on the cast because you were in Las Vegas. Last time we did the Backdoor Boy. No, that was when your hamster died, I think, actually. And
How many of these are going to make up on the spot? Man, you've really got to work on your fucked up. You really got to work on those, man. Those faux excuses will not go far.
Oh no, don't worry. I've got an excuse for every avenue.
Yeah,
Anyway, the Grimstroke last time ended up being a pretty decent part of it. They were doing a lot of work with that Inkswell there. If Backdoor Boys is picking Grimstroke, you can usually be fairly certain that he's going to be Inkswelling a lot and he's going to be trying to run you over. He's going to be being real aggressive.
Yep.
Dire team pick.
Machine's an aggressive offlaner.
And there's a Lich! That's two guys you definitely don't want to see
Oh yeah,
together.
Grim Lich is a classic, dude. You can double E people before he gets eggs. You can double Chain Frost people, which is very potent.
And you can get the Brewmaster up to try
Remember
and
that
defuse
early
that as
carry
much as
potential
possible.
pick that I was mentioning? Yeah, that's Brew.
Sure is. Brewmaster here, probably at least to some degree a reaction to the Grimstroke and Lich pick, because he's going to be able, even at the earliest portions of the game, to keep fighting, or at least organize a retreat, even if you get the double Chain Frost off. PL ban
Yep.
is up next.
I'm expecting to see a ban for something relatively middle ground, like Wraith King,
10
maybe
seconds remaining.
Mars.
We shall see.
I'd like to note that both of these teams picked Phantom Lancer in the first round in one of their games, I believe. No,
Arc Warden. That's a
Radiant Straits
respect
didn't,
ban.
never
Straits
mind.
didn't. Yeah, Straits didn't.
Well,
The
Backdoor
Straits
Boys
did pick
did.
Arc Warden, however.
Yep,
So
Straits did.
maybe
They definitely.
their homework.
They definitely know. They definitely saw,
Radiant team
and they are.
Slark.
They are going to be trying as hard as they can to spam all their chat commands at once and try to limit the options for old Lambert here, which is not a bad strategy.
Yep, definitely a core piece of that lineup.
You know,
Shoutouts to
I was talking
BGG.
about a
Yes,
ban to
gentlemen,
Mars
chat.
here, but honestly, they could really do for a middle game pick for Mars on Backdoor Boys, because they could trap them in the arena with double chain frost.
Yeah, that
And
would be
the
a
Alchemist,
lot of damage.
alright.
There goes the Elk. They
All
are.
right, that's 3 carry bans so far. I feel like they might need to give a little attention to some initiator cores on the ban
But-
list,
For the
because
record, Lambert played Elk in the game 1 of that series, so
Backdoor Boys definitely watched the tapes of Radiant Straits.
I was gonna mention on this, looking at their ban list down there on Dire, I really feel like they're trying to prevent heroes being picked that could easily chase down or prevent a single person from escaping. They seem to be going for a snowball, pick people off kind of setup so far. Shaman and Brewmaster kind of confirmed that.
certainly
Right.
looks like it, yeah.
Yeah, it would be a little bit antithetical to how they played in the last couple of games, but on the other hand, I don't know if that's necessarily a bad thing for Radiant Straits here. You know, they definitely quite handily showed what they were, you know, capable of in round 1, and now they want to say, okay, but we got a little more than just that, though.
Alright, expand that playbook.
Radiant team pick.
Ah, there's the anti-mage ban.
They're targeting pause 1 with these bans.
Yeah, very heavily just trying to make sure, and that's another one that I believe that Lambert is well known for within the community. So, not a bad idea to
10
just get
seconds
that out of
remaining.
here.
You know, the more you try to ban heroes like this, the more that the niche picks that are harder to counter start popping up.
That's true. But
And the more
uh,
the other
you do have an
positions
issue.
become open.
Dire team
Yeah, I do think perhaps there is a bit
Ooh.
of Centaur Warrunner. That
So
goes
remember how they were
really
trying to
well,
ban
though.
heroes who were able to initiate quick escape chases?
They missed one.
one. Yeah, they missed like the big one. I can only
Absolutely
imagine.
missed one.
10 seconds remaining.
I can only imagine what they're going to be going for between Grim Lich and Centaur so far. I feel like we're missing
5
some
seconds remaining.
crucial 4th or 5th pick that really cements it. I really do expect a Mars pick, honestly.
Well,
He doesn't fit here, actually, because it's 2 supports and a 3, so where's Mars gonna go?
Oh, hey, wait a minute. I just thought of
Mars
something.
to go
Does
too, I
Double Edge work on Grimstroke's, does that work with his soul bond?
Does what work?
I can't
Does,
think of a reason it
Double
wouldn't.
Edge.
Double Edge does,
Ooh.
I'm sure.
Hey, that's a good anti-gank hero right there. That's good to have.
Yeah, Witch Doctor is going to basically just be there to just make sure that they can't just roll up on them, start a big team fight without some sort of consequences going on.
Witch Doctor on his own really messes with Lich and Grimstroke. This is what I was talking about, where they really banned too many carries, in my opinion, to where they are allowed to take these really flashy and incredibly obnoxious, defensively placed heroes like Witch Doctor. Oh.
Ooh,
Lena,
lean him
huh?
in, alright.
Lena, yeah, probably pause 2 there. Radiant Straits, I think, knows from that ban list what they're looking at, and I think they're trying to hold off a little on the Lambert pick, trying to make him the last guy in the lineup, maybe. Or it could even be pause 1 Lena, potentially, if he's feeling crazy today.
Pause on Lena is a challenge, but between the stuns they have in Shadow Shaman and the Cyclone on Brewmaster and heck, even Witch Doctor stun, you could easily set up a Light Striker Ray kill combo.
The only issue with that combination is Centaur Warrunner is most assuredly going to be building a pipe this game.
Yep.
Yeah, that's quite a
So
fat
big-
amount of magic damage.
Big physical position 1, maybe, we're looking at.
Yep.
You know, people kind of knock him for a hard pause 1 kind of position, but Pangolier I don't think would be too bad for them. Do you
Dire
think?
team ban.
There's the
Medusa
Medusa.
with Backdoor Boys.
Should have thought of that with the anti-mage ban, huh? And Windrunner.
Yeah,
That's
I
not
was
even their fifth
thinking.
pick.
I was thinking
Shadow Fiend ban.
Medusa popping up could do them a little harm as well, but they ended up with Medusa. I mean, Medusa popping up on Radiant because they've blocked off so many good counters to her.
Yeah, Lion and Anti-Mage Both out the window.
10
I wonder.
seconds remaining.
No kidding.
Yeah,
I'd
both
say if
teams
they're,
are,
5
gonna be a
seconds.
If they're
little
looking to
more
counter
aggressive.
Medusa, they might need something more along the lines of less mana. Ursa does pretty good against Medusa, actually.
Dire
Right.
team
Ursa would
Yeah,
not
it's
be,
another kind of classic, ban when you're picking Medusa.
Personally, it's rare I play Ursa, but when I do, I like to take Diffusal Blade on him. It's really nice.
Yeah, Diffusal Blade on Ursa in this match on the Radiant Straits would basically just be able to completely shred
10
through Medusa.
seconds
The question
remaining.
is, are they going to be focusing Medusa?
Radiant team
Particularly.
back.
Storm Spirit
Spirit
ban.
goes down.
Still committed to knocking out those pos ones.
Well, pause 2s now for Radiant Straits.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. Well, depending. I don't really have an idea what they're going to ban for the last one on Backdoor Boys End. I can't think of anything.
I would take another Medusa counter like an Ursa.
5 seconds.
Yeah, Ursa
remaining.
ban would definitely be a good idea here. Really, any high farm
Invoker,
high carry hero.
maybe?
Dire team pick.
Nope,
Yep, they
there's
got
Ursa.
the Ursa.
Well, I guess that's not happening. Well, what do you guys think we're going to be looking at now? I mean, we got 20 seconds left on either side, not counting reserve time.
We shall
I'm-
see.
I want to put my money on seeing
10
Pangolier.
seconds remaining.
Because Shaman and Witch Doctor are already causing enough chaos in a fight, but a Pangolier
5
bouncing around just
seconds remaining.
makes it sheer chaos.
I don't think that really goes with the type of comp Radiant Straits likes too much, but we'll see.
Don't underestimate it. Pangolier with a chaotic setup is actually really strong. They're too busy running around to focus on getting away from, like, Witch Doctor or Brew. They're not going to try and stop to dodge Pangolier's garbage. It's just going to run you over. You can't really multitask when it comes to avoiding abilities like that.
The
where it
Terrorblade is in the
thrives.
pool.
Oh, you're right. Are they going to go for Terrorblade, though? I don't know if that's a good
Maybe. I
setup
don't-
with Witch... Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
just
don't
realized it.
that
They
much.
could take Witch Doctor Terrorblade to safe lane, and they could just wait till 6, Maledict swap, instant kill.
Yep.
Whew, that'd be gross. You think they're going to do it?
They could. They
Maybe.
easily could. They got a lot of time to think about this, certainly, and I
Not
feel
to
like
mention,
they're gonna take
they've already got Maledict and potentially Laguna Blade behind that, too. Like, that's just a kill, typically.
it. So what you do is, you get Laguna Blade on somebody, and then you immediately swap health with them, and then you die.
See, the problem is, I like this supporting around Terrorblade that they have, but I don't like the matchups against him that much. So we'll see.
I do think he does well against Medusa, depending on how he builds. But most of the other guys, yeah, they do have a little bit to deal with them.
You know, if not Terrorblade, I do feel that it's a little bit... I don't personally like the hero it being put into a hard carry role, but I think a Juggernaut would not be
Radiant
discountable
team
here.
pick.
Okay, and we got
PA.
PA.
alright.
PA as
I
their last pick.
Don't know if that's a fantastic choice against Grim and Lich, let alone Centaur.
Yeah, she's basically just going to have to get BKB as soon as absolute possible. Has to be
Yep.
there real quick.
I was a little looking a little forward to seeing Witch Doctor's heal pulse and
5 seconds
Juggernaut's
remaining.
ward at the same time in the late game, just making everyone impossible to kill.
I know that jug.
All right, 20 seconds reserve. What is their 5th pick gonna be?
Could be a mid laner or a one in theory. I think Medusa's they usually like
You
Medusa.
think they're gonna
one
take Void
catch.
Spirit?
They could
Could
take
be.
Void Spirit. Yeah, I think a Void Spirit would not be bad. I think a Silencer 2 would not be bad either. Or a Tinker.
Now select your
Youch.
Yeah, that's just
Okay,
one
that
more reason
is-
for PA to get that real early BKB.
It's very fitting our team known as the Backdoor Boys to pick Tinker. I'll give them that.
That's true. I mean, it would have been more fitting like a year or two ago, but you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Look at that wild PA set. She looks like Lotus, kinda. Like evil Lotus.
Yeah. Ah, should
It's
be a
that
good
Warframe
game.
Lotus.
I like Pirate Lich. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, it just looks like even deader Kunkka.
Even better. Okay. It's messed up.
Dude, you can't just put that on my boy Kunkka like that.
That's true. But he's dead. He has like a ghost ship.
His ship
free
is
line.
dead.
Nah.
Doesn't necessarily mean he's
You know,
dead.
it's Well, no, that's actually deviating a bit here. That's actually something that's not really clearly stated in Kunkka's lore. Is that it's really unconfirmed whether he actually lived or died in the Battle of the Kladdish Fleet.
Yeah, there's always like at least a little bit of confusion. Also, everybody in the world has this Shadow Shaman set, it feels like.
Yeah. Alright, here we go. Game 1.
Supports get a lot of love with it.
It's gonna be a good one, folks. I think it's really gonna be a good one. Oh, previous match was a win on PA, funny enough.
Yeah.
That was hot.
Was it really that hot? I don't know.
Feeling good, man.
But Magician's feeling
pretty
good.
Yeah, I'm feeling good too.
So, just doing our roll call real quick, right? Once again. So, Backdoor Boys, we've got Rada, the team captain, on the Pause 5 on Lich here. Pause 3, we've got Dusty, who is replacing the stand-in from the last game, if you saw that series, on Centaur Warrunner. Tinker, Mihoy Manoy, Doodlebob himself on Tinker, Pause 2. Pause 4, Combination Beam, who, if you recall, did pretty good with his his matchup last time. And Chris, who loves Peru, on that position 1 for the Backdoor Boys.
Ton of high fives, a lot of good morale.
Yep.
Good job, boys.
Yeah, they had a high five party in the last game too. The Lambert, who might be the guy to watch this game on Phantom Assassin. See if he can make some lemons out of lemons here. Princess on that position too. Yeah, looking for a high five from the enemy team who does not want to reciprocate.
Tinker. Yeah, Tinker does not give it to her.
Lad of Lads on the Brewmaster,
The battle
who's their
begins.
position 3. We got Cranberry Sprite, position 4, Shadow Shaman, and Magician on that, who is their captain, on that position 5 Witch Doctor. And looks like Rune split just completely evenly.
Absolutely not what I expected.
Get all your chat wheel lines out, boys.
Yeah, we're getting some real auditory tinnitus generation over here.
It's, you know, if you got them, you might as well use them, right? It's using your assets intelligently.
Grim Centaur, pretty good lane comp.
Yep.
Speaking of intelligence, mid lane between Tinker and Lena is going a little hot late for Tinker. He's getting beat up.
He turned it around there, though.
That blizzard. Yeah.
Had some hardware performance issues there for a bit, so if you saw things lagging a bit, that was why. That's fine. It's not your PC, I promise.
Sport's just
Shaman
gonna try
and
and hit in here.
Lich might be in trouble. Nope.
Nah,
Nope.
Brew wasn't
Not
in
quite
position.
enough, yeah.
It happens.
He's on the road to Herald, dude. What can I tell you?
Wow. The road to Herald. Does that mean he's trying to D rank?
It could be that, or he's just trying to calibrate for the first time.
Yeah, I guess so.
Which is not legal in this tournament. You must already be MMR calibrated here to sign
true.
up. So
So
you know,
the
he is
question
trying to D
remains.
rank.
A bit of a hard right-click fight between Witch Doctor and Grimstroke up here, and it's
Yeah,
not
it's been
really.
It's been a
Going
big
on.
trade, kind of since it started.
I
They're
miss
just,
the Maledict.
they're just poking each other, trying to let their cores farm up.
Now,
Bottom lane's getting a little spicy. We got Lich getting really pummeled by Shadow Shaman.
yeah, we had Spice breaking out. We had Spice breaking out in 2 of those lanes there. Oh, Witch Doctor.
Ooh, Witch Doctor
looking
is in
real
trouble.
low. Had that Fairy
Oh,
Fire. I think
dagger
that Fairy
slow.
Fighter saved his life. Yep.
Grimstroke has almost got a Stroke of Fate up. Is that going to have to kill him? Not
dagger.
anymore.
He still goes
Ooh.
for it,
Yep, poke him.
but ultimately no dice.
Witch Doctor is living on an IV drip at Tangos right now.
Sure is. That boy is all kinds of messed up. I was going to mention this before fights started breaking out around the world, but I'd just like to point out that local stream mod Gigi does not have
boy.
have that shaman set. Oh,
top lane.
PA getting
she's
really
fine.
messed up.
Oh.
She's super low, but she's making it. She's just barely
Grimstroke's
getting
got
out of
his
there.
Q ready. Oh, he canceled.
Oh,
Oh,
inches.
We need wards.
that was close for the both of them.
But yeah,
Alright.
BGG does not have the Shadow Shaman set that everyone else in the world has.
Sad to
So
hear that.
shoutouts to BGG for being a little different from the rest of us. Which makes it sound like I'm calling her like a very politically incorrect term, but no, I just mean that she doesn't have the Shadow Shaman set.
Yeah.
Look at this mass deforestation going on here at the top lane.
Yeah, there is.
They are going through so
want-
many tangos up
They want
here.
vision on each other. Oh,
Ooh.
Centaur
Oh
might be
no,
out of
Centaur is
damage.
gonna eat this. He's gonna die.
I think he's dead. Yeah. Yep.
Fatal Maledict. What can you do?
First blood for Witch Doctor, and Grimstroke got a little run over, but ultimately, nothing much came of it.
It's that level 2 Maledict, pretty deadly. Mid lane. Shaman has come up on the Tinker here.
Yeah, Tinker
Ooh,
is
we
in
got
a lot of trouble.
Lich taking a TP to move top and
Oh
help
boy.
out.
Yep. Now Lena is the one who's in danger. Lena actually going down. Now Shaman might actually be just a bridge too far here. Both Tinker and Lich
Couple
just
seconds
chasing
until
him.
Tinker
Oh, he's
skills
got
already.
he's got a sab. He'll be fine.
He's dead.
Nope.
Never
Oh,
mind. Oh,
Fairy
man,
fire.
the uphill miss. No. Poor Rada, dude. Oh.
That is one fairy fire right
he
there,
wants
huh?
it. This boy is after his meal. He wants
Oh.
this.
Dude, Rada
Oh, he's
is
gonna have
going
trouble.
crazy.
Oh, no!
Shackle.
Rada. Oh,
Got
he
the
got
kill!
Shaman. But
Not
Lena
really
got the response.
Not quite a net gain, but you know that is a kill for Tinker.
Okay, some good fairy fire usage in
Or
this
not
Sure
kill
game.
for
is.
Tinker. What am I saying?
It's an A for Tinker, at least. It's an A for Tinker.
I mean, back at top lane, we got more pressure going on here. Oh no, the courier!
Oh,
Oh,
sad.
they
Shushin's
had
courier
so
with-
much on it.
yeah,
Had a
Load
bunch
of crap.
consumables. Bunch of consumables to keep Lambert, healthy and confident.
Ah,
Yes.
that's brutal. Well, it looks like they're gonna have to rely on their 4 tangos and a ring of health. They're gonna be. Wait, no, I'm looking at center. I'm stupid. No, they have a ring of regen and 2 tangos.
Yep.
Ooh.
All Witch Doctor has is a magic wand, so Lich is missing, by the way, for the
Against a
record.
very spammy lane too. Like Centaur can just randomly damage you a bunch. Grimstroke throwing those Qs out.
Ooh, Lich found Shaman in the
Yep.
the jungle here.
2 supports
no.
just banting in the jungle here. Well, Medusa's shown up.
Ooh.
Shaman is just real screwed up here.
He's gonna frost blast.
He's not
Yep.
gonna make it.
Shaman just got a little run over there. And Lambert calls it the easiest money of his life. It was
It's
for the
easy.
enemy team, but you know.
Easiest money of their life.
Yeah.
Tinker's level 6, so he can quickly respond to anything that goes on.
Can't outrun a wildfire.
But speaking of
Lena.
quick, we got a haste rune. Haste rune
Yep,
looks like it got
haste
more or
rune.
less caught though. Centaur was already back in by the time
pretty
this
tanky.
showed up. Lena is in a lot of trouble here actually, but the haste rune is able to deliver. But
Lich is
Lich is
Yeah, he's dead.
yep, pop.
Oh,
Tinker.
Don't think ill of Witch Doctor. That's my advice to you.
I don't think ill of him.
Then
He's
it's
doing
taking a
pretty
trip
well
back
this
to
game
mid.
so far. Not much to think ill about, huh?
Tinker coming up here really screwed up the momentum of this top lane. Both of these guys now
Tinker.
just hanging out here like 2 HP.
I tell you, there's 2 people top of the net worth chart you do not want to see up there, and they are Tinker and Medusa.
That is true.
Right, PA was pretty consistently at the top for quite a long time, but suddenly has fallen off with so much more attention being given to her lane. Though I will say this much, Lambert in the last set of matches was in a very similar position to this in the Arc Warden game and was able to come back out of it. So, be interesting to see if that comes back for him. Now it's back to the old supports poking each other tricks. Looks like Centaur might be trying to. Centaur knocks out PA's boots. Oh boy, and then PA gets tipped for it.
Absolutely not what I expected.
Illusion.
Very casual courier kills happening with Radiant Straits here. Oh, Dusty. Centaur Warrunner, looks like they might be getting a little revenge on him for what's been going on here. He is pretty low, but Lich cycles up top once again. Seems like Lich is almost a permanent fixture up top here. Old Brewmaster and Shadow Shaman are getting basically a free lane, more or less, which is not particularly great, but that does make sense considering Medusa has been in the jungle for quite a while, so, you know, it's not like they're putting a carry in danger here. Speaking of in danger, though, Brewmaster, he's 6. He wants to dive here. He's getting feared. I don't think it's going to matter necessarily. Yeah, I think Lich is fairly screwed here. Tinker is popping in. Decides not to at the last second, but Centaur Warrunner still wants to show, and this might be a mistake on his part. He's getting very messed up, very short order.
Brew's pretty low HP when he comes back up. I don't think he'll fully commit. Yeah.
Nope, he
Oh,
didn't
man,
want
as
to run
well.
the risk. Oh, uh-oh, now
Oh,
it's,
boy.
the tides are turning with Tinker here. Shaman just getting absolutely annihilated. Brewmaster could do
Trampled by
nothing
a
but watch.
really, really fast chicken.
The world's fastest chicken. Fastest goddamn chicken in the West. But if you notice, if you're looking at that last hits chart, you can see during that encounter, though, PA was just allowed to sneak back up to the top for a little while there.
Yeah, and as I was saying before that started, we're getting a Battle Fury PA, which means he expects the game to go a little later, I think.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's bad news.
Speaking of bad news, Tinker's Blink is in his stash and ready.
Yep.
That's not even 10 minutes. That's pretty good
Yeah.
farm so far. He does not
Yeah.
have boots, but who needs it at that rate?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mihoy Manoi Doodlebob has been consistently through this tournament. He's been doing very good. Well, I can't say consistently because it's been one set of matches.
Oh,
these
Ooh,
days.
Medusa's
Oh,
getting
Medusa.
murdered at top. Holy crap.
He just drops the Death Ward right on our head.
Ouch.
Yep, gets tip for free for it,
Ooh,
but Mihoy
Tinker
Manoi
is
coming
showing
in.
up.
He's a blink.
Does not want to chase Lambert any farther. Maybe he does, actually.
He does,
Magician
but
out of
we're-
mana. Cannot stop
No
him
wonder
here.
our
Have to stab
mistakes
on him.
so long. That's the problem.
There's nothing much seems to really come out of this. Very fortunate for...
Yeah, lack of aggressive vision means he couldn't follow up on that either way.
Yep. Looks like they really wanting to put some pressure on Lena down here, but without Tinker actually committing to showing up, nothing comes of it. He's waiting in lane for somebody to pop out, but Lambert is not having any of it. They're looking for vision here. I think they want to just make sure that never happens to them again. I don't think, yeah, the observer there,
Magician.
barely outside of sentry range.
Radiant's bottom tower is
I
under
think,
Bunch of
yep,
damage. Oh, he's
Witch
dead.
Doctor just casually dead. Gives a 3-kill streak to Mihoy Manoi. Tinker just gets
That level
321
4
gold.
laser. That's a lot of damage.
It is. That laser does a lot in a very short time. Lambert helpfully pointing out where Witch Doctor just was when he died. Thank you, Lambert.
Tinker. Oh, my god. Deleted.
Just melted the guy. This is part of why, you know, Tinker is such a big deal right now. You know, I don't want to say anything crazy or incriminating like the nerf wasn't enough or anything like that, but geez, Tinker early game is kind of a nightmare to deal with.
And he's working up on that eggs, which is going to make it even worse, I think.
He is still quite a long way from it, I think, but at the very least, he's getting it started, and so far he has not been hurting for farm to any significant degree. Let's change over to net worth here.
Off net worth.
Yep, top net worth on the server, but look who's in second place, and look who's in third for that matter.
Right.
I think both perhaps this commentary
What
desk,
a bot for this.
both the commentary desk and the Backdoor Boys might be underestimating how much Lena could do to
Lich
some
is
degree.
in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, they split for this, but nope, just gonna
Oh,
let
they're
him
just
go on his way.
they got cold feet.
Well, bans happening in mid here with Witch Doctor facing up against a lot of the guys down at mid, but ultimately the Radiant Straits, who are the Dire, just call it general retreat and just don't get anything done there.
Oh,
Radiant
they're
do a
gonna wrap
scan.
around
They find Shaman trying to get vision.
Yep.
Might looking like they're closing on
Oh
him.
boy.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's just a dead man.
Okay,
But,
Brewmaster laying down
Yep.
some.
Yep.
slows.
They are not letting them have this.
Oh,
The backdoor, or
Okay.
the Radiant Straits, absolutely coming in just to make sure, you know, their boy Shadow Shaman gets out of there
they
alive.
probably would have
Limbert's
gone in had he
near the
landed a
area.
maledict. Jeez, Shaman just lost almost half of his HP to one rocket.
Yep.
Can tell you this much, your boy Brewmaster,
Lambert.
he's rushing up that Ags, but he sure needs a pipe, and he sure needs it soon. Yeah,
Yep.
Lambert, he's just occupying that enemy jungle, getting a little in danger here. They're still looking for him here, I think, but instead they're just chasing Brew and Witch Doctor, which I don't think is a great use of their time, really. Oh, we
Oh,
got
here
an
they go.
initiate.
Oh,
Grimstroke
no!
ult, the
Triple
twin
Chain
Chain
Frost.
Frost. Brewmasters doesn't have
Oh.
split.
3-for-1 trade. Tinker's in trouble.
Maybe. He can
Oh.
still kill the Lena just casually.
Lich is going to be the
Oh,
one going down,
PA.
perhaps. Oh no, PA.
Oh.
Ugh. Just went a bridge too
4
far on the
for
wrong
2.
target.
This was not a worthwhile trade.
Nope.
That was
Yeah.
a core and support in place of, what was that, 2 carries and 2 supports? Not worth it.
Yeah, that was a bad fight for Radiant Straits. They, I think perhaps they just got, you know, maybe we have a little underestimation of the tanker still. Everybody's still just trying to fight around him rather than fight him, basically, when right now he's really the guy you just have to focus all your efforts on.
Centaur ult is doing work too. A lot of work.
Yep. Shoutouts to who just sent me a message that just appeared on stream in Spanish to boot.
Wow. Top lane. They're looking at each other. Brew in a not
Whoa.
a great spot
Yeah,
here.
Brew once again just going down. Brew just getting caught out twice in a row here,
Again.
basically.
Yep.
PA's getting
Laser.
farm, but that Battle Fury might be a little bit too late.
Yeah, Brewmaster here, he's definitely... I think they're definitely doing a good job in preventing the primal split from actually happening, and I don't think Brew perhaps is giving them the credit they deserve for that so far, you know?
Yep.
Brew seems to still be thinking, I could just be 3 guys, who cares? But, reality is not
I'm feeling
matching
like
so
he's
far.
really missing out on his Drunken Brawler at this point, because he's dying to some pretty consistent right-click damage in some situations.
Yeah,
Try down the
he
mid
does
for
not
one
have a
at
level
least.
in it. It's very interesting.
It's a typical Brew build now.
Yep, it is. It's just at this point in the game, you know, I feel like a level would indeed do a lot for him here, especially in the wake of not Tanker quite so much, but certainly the Medusa at the very least would be quite
Smoke.
heavily inerted by that. Yep, got a double damage there. He's looking at it.
They want it on Lena,
Lena,
yeah.
and
makes
then they
sense.
smoke immediately themselves.
They were under vision though.
The thing about smoking under vision at a time like this is that the enemy team doesn't necessarily know what you're going to be doing with that. They do know your smoke. They're probably going to be getting back. You can see him retreating for the bot lane here, but you don't necessarily know any sort of follow-up to that level.
They casually throw up a scan on the jungle there too. I think if they caught someone, they would have gone towards that. but
Probably.
Didn't show anybody, so they just go their own way.
Lambert casually pinging the camp up there to show that there is nothing here.
Yeah, it's important information.
Look at the jungle items real quick. I noticed nobody wants the Ocean Heart. In fact, it seems that... Who is that? It's Centaur who would rather have nothing than the Ocean Heart.
We got 4 people came up top to deal with Brew, and Brew pieced right the hell out. 5 people, actually. They really wanted him.
Yep, he was not going to run the risk of letting that primal split backfire on him again.
Well,
He is,
on the note of
Battle
items,
Fury just came in.
yes. Speaking of items, Lena is just gotten enough money to complete her BKB.
Oh, you're right. That's actually going to be quite a big deal. That BKB this early on, it's not even 20 minutes yet. That's going to put a little bit of dampering in the ability for Tinker to fight here. Lina
They're
might be
looking at
able
each
to.
other here.
Yeah, got to smoke in. I think they're a little undermanned for
Ooh.
this. They're smoking 3 into 4 here, and it is not an
Centaur's
easy 4 to
sticking
get.
out.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
he's dead.
barely just get him here. Putting everything on him that they can at once. He's definitely going to ult the second he can. Yep.
Yep. Will it be enough? No, don't go back in. What are you doing? You crazy.
Okay, that was a little bit of an excessive use of Lena's ult there, but I don't think it's ultimately going to matter.
Oh, the
Grimstroke
cyclone on
just
Grimstroke.
in a load of trouble here. He is as
Oh,
screwed as
Lena's-
a man can be. Lena just popping him.
Did not have
Triple
to
for
BKB
Lena.
That
Triple
was
for
a
Lena. Nobody goes down.
that was a gross miscalculation on Centaur's part. He went back in. He does not have pipe yet. He just got liquefied by that Maledict.
Yeah, he's got Vanguard, which is good against the snakes. Really not good against anything else they have right now. You know, he's definitely going to be waiting for Crimson to be able to even stand the PA. Oh, but Shaman just got annihilated there. Oh no, bro!
Radiant's
Brute dives to the tower.
Acceptable amounts of damage.
Desperate need for a pipe on this
miss-
team.
tower is under
Miss the
attack.
Maledict. Oh, the Death Ward. Is it going to get him?
He just dropped it.
Barely.
Just dropped it on him.
Yeah, there was
Tinker
no
is-
Maledict
Tinker's in
involved.
trouble.
Around.
Tinker might be in trouble here. He's caught out. He's maledicted. Chain Frost comes in. But I think they get enough here. It's only going to kill Shaman. Unless PA sticks
the
around.
bounces.
Okay. PA comes
Shaman.
in, getting the Lich for free. Just casually blows him up.
Shaman survives by sheer stroke of luck. Here
Yep.
comes a
Uh-oh.
Grimstroke.
But Centaur joining his own people there. PA really in the line of trouble here. The Stampede is up. I don't think she's going to make it. Oh,
What a
she's got to get so
turnaround.
lucky. Nope.
Oh.
Doesn't quite get there.
Is under
That was a
What
sick
a team
turnaround.
fight.
It looked so bad for them, but they just turn it around. Wow. All right.
I'd just like to point out once again that Shaman got insanely lucky with those Chain Frost bounces in the middle of that creep wave. He was at like 10 HP. Every bounce just completely went around him.
Unfortunately, he
Tinker
wasn't
did.
quite so lucky with what followed up on it.
No, not by a long shot.
Desperate need for a pipe here on this lineup. They need it so bad. On the other hand, speaking of things they need so bad though, Bruce Aghanims just got completed. He's
Yep.
gonna have his little Void Bear now, which might help turn things around in some of these fights going forward.
Radiant's
Really, right
tower
now,
is under
it's a
attack.
very unfortunate situation that the Backdoor Boys have put Radiant Straight into, because Radiant Straight desperately needs to counter Tinker right now, or they're not going to be able to stick around here. They're not going to be able to stay alive here. But on the other hand, if they overbuild into trying to deal with Tinker, if they go too far in trying to deal with them, then when Medusa comes up, they're not going to have anything up for her. And
Yep.
that is not an enviable situation to be in. They've done a really good job of keeping this open.
Deuce
then-
has her manned up. She's gonna go straight for eggs after that.
Then on the other hand, though, Lambert is still getting fairly good farm here. He's still doing as well as Tinker, who has about 1 billion kills. That should really tell you something. And Lena's actually doing even better than that. Lena just casually just patrolling here, looking for somebody to snipe out. She ain't gonna find nobody though. So notable, Backdoor Boys has been pretty much at least in groups of 2 through this game. You know, there hasn't really been a solo member at any point of the Backdoor Boys. Radiant looking for trouble there, but
Might find trouble if they go too far up here. They have all
Lich
5
and
here.
Grimstroke are ready to drop their ults. They are not afraid to take this.
you know, here comes the Witch Doctor, man.
Yeah.
Oh, they
Alright.
sent our
Ooh,
Lincoln
PA.
on PA here. Everybody's having to turn around, try to do something
here
about this.
comes
The silence,
St. Frost!
that silence on Brewmaster just completely eliminated him from the fight. He couldn't ult, he couldn't do anything. That Grimstroke ult is so nasty.
Yeah.
Lena
They are
has got a
so
Quicksilver.
desperate.
She's so fast.
They're
Rocket.
so
Rocket.
desperate to kill Lena. She
Ooh.
survives with about 40 HP. Luckily for Radiant Straight, nobody bigger than their Pause 3 died, but the way that Pause 3 died was not great.
Dyer's
going
They
for
did
a
expend,
refresher.
They did expend Centaur ult as well.
Brew going for a refresher. I don't know if this is a play for Brew. He's just dying too easily when he can't ult, and he just can't ult too consistently.
Oh,
Looks
Shaman's
like
getting
Centaur.
aggressive.
Yeah, Centaur stuck around quite a while here. The Tinker's coming in.
Oh,
but
never
Tinker had
mind.
to stop his TP because he was just a little too close there. Casually
the
dropping the
rod
ult on
dropped.
Centaur, but nothing
Not
comes
the
of it.
play.
Brewmaster
Not the play
Primal
to make.
Split just casually walking up the lane. Radiant has so much disengage. They have so much ability to just walk away, even when that Centaur ult, or that when that Centaur ult isn't up. Not an enviable situation to be in.
Yeah, kind of in a cagey spot here.
Yeah, they're chasing right after her, but they don't quite have enough chase for her.
No.
Now it looks like
just feel like
Radiant
pointing
wants to
out to both
respond.
teams.
We're
Credit.
responding so well to this.
I feel like pointing out to both teams' credit, they are incredibly capitalistic on this. They will go right in on any little advantage they see. It's a blessing and a curse for both teams.
Yeah, both teams are hungry. You can really feel both teams are hungry here. They are going. They're taking they're pulling no punches. They're taking every measure necessary to make absolute sure their big objectives are underway.
You know, the second you see 4 Radiant, well, you know, the Radiant members chasing PA there, you instantly see, you know, everyone else on Radiant Straits running down.
Yeah, Radiant Straits definitely is. They're definitely used to by this point. It seems this sort of heavy focus on the pause one strategy. They're doing a lot to buy Lambert every little inch of space he needs, and the longer this goes, the more that could really do. The more that could really mean. Lambert here is, in fact, so cocky. He's going right for Satanic, still not getting himself that BKB. I feel like maybe this this aggression with the items, though, it might not be in their favor. I feel like they really need to, you know, like...
Medusa has eggs, it's always dangerous.
As much as it sucks, as much as nobody wants to do it, I feel like, for example here, they really need to get BKB up on PA. If the sooner they get the BKB up on PA, the sooner she can just ignore Tinker, and the sooner she can just ignore Tinker, the faster she can focus on Medusa, and the faster she can focus on Medusa, the better chance she has to actually start getting kills on Medusa even later on, and set that Doomsday timer back a little bit.
Right.
And interestingly enough, and I don't think Radiant Straits is very used to this idea, I do think Radiant Straits is almost on something of a death clock here. I do not think PA is going to outscale Medusa in this game. There's going to be a point where PA is going to be able to dominate Medusa for a while, but that is still only, you know, to a point.
Got a 4-man smoke here. Yeah.
They're really looking at top
they're
here. Oh,
they're
Brew.
going with smoke.
Oh, Brew, buddy, you better ult now. You ain't gonna get another chance, you know that much.
Oh,
Nope,
boy.
he just
He is a
goes
dead
down
man walking.
in 2 seconds.
Oh, Shaman. Medusa's axe
Just
is really showing its strength right now.
nasty.
Oh no, they found
What?
PA.
They found
Wait,
PA, but Tinker just TP'd out? Okay. Very weird.
X-Files mom was waiting for this to happen.
Right.
Radiant are scanning.
Hello, Pig. Oh, jeez, yeah.
Still have her.
Oh, no. Ooh. Witch Doctor
The
might be in
Stampede
trouble.
comes in, but nothing much comes of it.
Oh,
Witch Doctor.
no!
Oh,
The
gets
Force-step into the Inkswell! Oh my god, that was
Immediately.
good!
Oh.
immediately. They dropped the Lich ult for basically nothing killing him, but they do at least get the kill. The interesting thing to note here, both Lambert and Princess, both still alive.
Yep.
Wow. It's a real shame they lost Witch Doctor there, and more so that he wasted his ult. That Force Staff with the Inkswell right on top of his head, that was really unfortunate.
Very
By
good.
the way,
Maybe a smoke high ground here, maybe.
Shoutouts to whoever got banned here. Yeah, it looks like Radiant Strait isn't actually really home to deal with this. They're definitely going to force Lambert back here, which is something that's been tried with a degree of success at some of these matches so far. Shaman just casually dropping his snakes right on this. Even without Lambert, they're still able to do quite a bit of damage here.
Here comes
Like,
the rule.
Centaur is
Oh,
definitely just going to have to get back now, because if he doesn't, he's just going to die.
Ooh, Bruce
Lena's
clones.
here. Lena's here with that BKB. She's
That can
chained to
last
the...
Brew clones?
Yeah.
Change to a water bend. Okay.
Alright. getting dove real hard behind the tower here. Shaman buys back. Marcy Princess's streak is over. We got another Brewmaster
Oh
roll.
my god!
Tinker is in super trouble here. He's going down. Radiant having to just call an organized retreat, but man, are they in the wrong part of town. They got no Centaur ult. Grimstroke just eating it. But Medusa gets away.
Look how fast that Lina is with that Quicksilver buff. My god.
Yep. That's a bit obscene.
And that whole time, they failed to attract Lambert's attention. In fact, they're going to Roche right now.
Just got found on Lina.
Yep. Press this advantage as much as they can. Grab the Aegis. Put a little pause next time they want to poke high ground like that.
Make them reconsider what's going on with their lives. Jeez. It's gonna be crazy fights here, but Lina is actually the one who takes Aegis here. Now that's interesting. Lina just making absolute sure that she gets all of her stuff out, and now we have a smoke.
I think she puts more damage in a fight out right now than PA, so it's a fair choice.
The smoke is looking so hard. They Tanker spotted Shaman there, but they don't know anything else but that.
Even though it didn't catch anybody, which is unfortunate, you know what happens. I think they could have caught somebody very easily.
Yeah, I think that there was almost like a Spidey senses moment there of wait a minute, this is bait. But man, it was really close. Some of those people were really eager to go in on that. Tinker standing in the Tinker Ward spot finds Lina. I wonder if he's going to try and go for Lina here. Nope, he does not want to take this fight. He is just backing right out here.
They're terrified of this.
She's certainly right to be. They've
Bruce calling in a new item. What has he got? He's got a blast rig and looks like he's building towards a refresher.
Yep. Once again, once again, I'd just like to say I don't know if I'm super down with the idea because the problem with Brew isn't.
Is Witch Doctor AFK? Oh, never mind, he's moving.
All right. The issue with Brewmaster here isn't that he's not able to get enough ults off. The issue with Brewmaster here so far is that he's just getting silenced so early. He's not able to get any ults off at all. Even a Lotus Orb would probably be doing him a lot of good right now. It really, PA just wants to make mincemeat out of Grimstroke here. Just completely shatters him.
Wow. All right.
Well, that's a sign for you, Radiant. PA is coming online, and she is not afraid to mess you up.
Lambert is under. Someone just left a Paladin sword on the ground. Look at that. Who did that? Guess it's. Wait a minute.
Yeah. Mindbreaker.
PA already has one, so who dropped that? Huh.
It was on the other team. It was on Radiant that they got it. Now that's not Radiant Straits. That's the Radiant.
Yeah, a little confusing.
Once again, and you know exactly what's going to happen at this point, right? You know what team they're going to be next game at this point. They're not going to be Radiant a single time in this tournament. It's very interesting. If you notice just how close the
Serpent Wards. I feel like they should have saved those for tier 3s.
Just how close the gold advantage has been through this match. If you've been watching up there at the top, you've really been seeing that very rarely has a team pulled more than like a 1 or 2K advantage in here. I think it's kind of hard to call decisively, but
nope.
Centaur Aurora Runner coming in.
Real hard about keeping it on that.
Centaur still looking for a kill, maybe. Still thinks guys are around, and indeed guys are, but that might be a little misdirection. Yeah, the scan up there in the triangle just made them think all the Radiant was gone, and they did not chase. Satanic is complete on the Phantom Assassin.
It is. Here, go for Basher.
Got a Dagon on the Tinker, which might do a lot of damage considering the lack of defensive items so far on the other team for him. Medusa really not actually quite as farmed as PA here, because she had to go for that MKB, which it's not a bad thing to have an MKB, but it's really not an ideal item. It's an item that you get when you need it. And in this game, she does need it, but it's still not what you want to be doing, not what you want to be getting. Also means that Brewmaster's W there basically just has no effect on her. Unless they can somehow find a way to just yank that thing out of her inventory.
Almost on the opposite ends of the map here. Just poking objectives.
Yep, both teams just clearing out the last T1s they have here, but looks like the Radiant, you know, the Backdoor Boys looking for T2 here as well.
Yep.
There seems to be a bit of discussion, you know, are we going to go for this, or are we going to not? A barrel of laughs. And no, Radiant just takes that T2 for free.
They might poke high ground, actually.
Yeah, they are poking high ground. Nobody is home for this.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, we finally are starting to get some TPs out here. Getting Pung out here. Aegis just expires on Lena.
Here they come. Are they gonna stick for this?
PA's coming too.
Nah, they're all splitting off.
Yep, got the Radiant Straits, got the T2 at top there, and they just decided, yep, that's all we need.
Right.
It's very notable, I will say. Backdoor Boys definitely, as their name might imply to you, they definitely have the objective-focused team here right now. You know, they definitely, I think maybe the lesson there for old Radiant Straits is they're not really going to be able to play the base race game like that. If they do, they just got completely crushed. It was so much faster for Backdoor Boys than it was for them.
Yep. Lena can do pretty nasty tower damage later in the game, but I don't
Not
think
now.
any
And
of
she's
their
not-
other lineup are that good at tower pushing. Maybe Shaman, I guess.
She's not particularly building for it either, if you notice.
Right. Just building
Fact,
for that more of that hero damage.
Yeah, she didn't even build up for Silver Edge there, which in fairness, I mean, what, it gets rid of return, so it's not like you're missing much by not having it, but still. Very
I get
interesting.
crits too, the new Silver Edge.
You do get crits, yeah. You're not losing much on not having Silver Edge here, but it is still notable. It's like Lena might have just, yeah, Lena just walked right into 5. Lena just desperately trying to get the hell out of here, but to no avail.
That was unfortunate.
Anybody else remember those classic disputes between fire and laser beams? Those were classics. The Backdoor Boys just putting as much pressure here as possible. They desperately want this T3, and it's not hard to see why. It's in deny range as it stands.
They have snake wards if they want to use it.
Just casually putting down the. Got Primal Split coming in. Shaman has to just walk away. Shaman's actually dead there from the tanker.
Medusa taking a ton of damage, but soaking all of it like she is effectively unscathed.
The other support, Witch Doctor, just casually dying. Centaur Warrunner gets away. Two of the Pandas are just chained together now. Okay.
Bruce forced to back off.
Medusa's still at full HP here. Still at full HP.
She is a bit unkillable.
Ooh, she just lost a bunch of mana. She is dry.
Tinker's back.
Yeah.
Tinker's in. Tinker just shattering them. Lambert has buyback. He is not going to stand for this.
Here
He's just going to shatter Lich and Centaur. Bones will make a 5-powder Tinker. Casually eating it. On one hand.
They only got the range.
Yep. On the other hand, they also did get buybacks from a lot of key people. Yeah. Most notably, they forced a buyback out of Lambert there, which could be a real disaster for them.
Oh, they're still...
Oh, they're closing the gap. They want blood. They are after these guys.
Yep.
Yeah, they desperately want Medusa
doesn't have much of ability to run away from this.
But they're running the wrong way.
Yep.
They got juke. They're running the wrong way.
Medusa's caught out. She has no TP. She's stuck out there.
She's gonna ferry one in really quick.
Ooh, PA just found Penta
Shaman.
Edge. That is scary.
Shadow Shaman, he's got snakes.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
You gonna pop him? No. Just a little
Just doing a little bit of damage here. Thinks Medusa's back in the base already. It's not actually true. She's actually just still ratting top.
It's a good assumption, to be honest, because they didn't. Maybe they knew she didn't have TP, but
They probably didn't necessarily know.
Yeah.
Skullbasher came out on
They
PA
better
from the
not know.
proceeds from that fight.
Oh
Lich
my
just
God.
eating it.
okay, good dive.
That was a frankly disgusting amount of damage PA got there.
Radiant's middle
Starting
Gotta
to siege
say,
up the
people,
T3 bot here.
People
They're
tend to
really
forget
putting
that
moves
PA's illusions can crit, and those things can hurt too.
They sure can. Gauntlet's a strength dropped here. It's like a lot of action about to take place at this T3 bot.
Ooh.
Oh,
But
Brewmaster just got annihilated, but
Tanker!
Tanker just getting completely destroyed
Medusa
here.
ults and they're trapped in the trees. PA's gonna melt. Lita's down too. Holy mackerel!
The
They're
Medusa
gone.
egg.
Ruby's out of here.
That was
She
just
has
tragic.
shard too. Everyone was turned to stone for so long in that fight because of the Ags plus the Ag shard.
Speaking
and the
of,
ult itself.
speaking of
There's just
so
no way you're
long,
not getting turned to stone there.
speaking of so long, both PA and Lena actually Lena bought back in the last fight, which I did not notice. Both PA and Lena are down for 100 years. You know, they're down for ages there. It's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate turn of events there. I feel like that was definitely a spot for a primal split run-in that just never came to be.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
In the last set of matches, RadaGGast had an issue at one point in the match where he blew every single one of his primal splits and just got completely caught and destroyed out afterwards, and maybe he's just trying to avoid that again. At this point, yeah, I was gonna say at this point, just go in, start throwing rocks, just try to knock people out of the fight, delay this as much as possible. Be using that Cyclone for sure. He's Cyclone to creep. All right.
Medusa can definitely still kill you at this point.
It's true. It's true. But in fact, looks like that is indeed about what's about to happen here. Once again, Brewmaster is silenced.
Yeah.
That Grimstroke is almost just a direct counter to
It
Brewmaster,
was.
it feels like.
Dire's middle tower
They're going for T4s, they're ignoring the racks here.
structures are fortified.
But they're gonna have to back. They do not actually have the power to take this right now. Oh,
The game is still alive, it seems. Well, she's still sticking. Lena's up.
yeah, they're juggling Medusa as much as possible, trying to keep her as far out of the fight as imaginably possible. Really need to not let this Rax die though.
They will die.
Yep, just goes down here.
Oh, PA alive.
The situation is starting to get a little desperate for Radiant Straits here. They really need to get a kill on Medusa and get a rack down.
Yep.
Just desperately here. Throw a knife back at PA.
That could have been
man,
really
this
bad.
is scary.
Ugh, RadaGGast just eats it again.
Oh,
And Tinker
my
once
God.
again coming in, doing crazy damage. Lena dies again. I think this is it. I don't know if they're going to be able to.
Nasty crit on Grimstroke for most of his health. He's down again to another
Yep.
crit. PA is sitting in the middle of Trouble City.
But doesn't matter. We're calling GG. Scotty and back package.
That's true, Medusa had her Scotty in her backpack.
Ouch.
Ooh, what a nasty little encounter there between these two teams.
I gotta say, Scotty in the backpack may not have been the play to make at the end.
Well, Scotty in the backpack was for Medusa, not for PA. No,
That's definitely the play to make you won.
yeah. The big thing there, I would say, I think that was definitely an expose on the correct usage of the BKP there. Definitely. really needed to take that BKB there on Lambert, and he just never got it. And I understand why he didn't. You don't want to do that on PA if you don't absolutely have to, but just unfortunately
Considering you're up
for him.
against Tinker,
Unfortunately for Lambert, that was a situation they absolutely needed, just desperately needed that BKB, and I think that was probably fairly decisive there. It's hard to say, but it seemed pretty decisive to me. Or at least a pipe bomb brew. I feel like the Ags refresher strat really didn't go anywhere for him. There were so many fights he wasn't able to ult at all, and even when he got the refresher, he seemed a little unwilling to use it. Perhaps, again, scarred by what happened to him in the last game.
Potentially.
So, with that being said, we're gonna switch over to the BRB screen for those who are watching the stream, and for those who are watching at home, we're gonna break recording here. So we'll see you next time.